record. Okay, now, does everybody have their calculator?
No.
All right. Well, I know you have it on your iPad. Okay, you have it on your iPad. So you're doing okay. You're good. Okay. So again, I just want to go around the room, but I'm going to demonstrate the first one, and you're allowed to use a calculator. All right. And because you're allowed to use a calculator, it should be relatively easy. Now, there's lots of things I'm going to be doing. All right. Lots of things. So I will be, explaining a few things, and there's going to be multiple steps here, but I really and truly want you to make sure that you're understanding. Again, like I said, out of everything I teach you, this has the most value out in the real world. All right, you buy things all the time, or you see things on discount. You got to pay a tip. You got to pay your taxes. All right. So now this is what I want. What is that? All right, let's go. Hurry up. All right. So now you're going out to eat. All right, and your bill comes to $30. There is a sales tax of 6.4%. You're going to leave a 10 or 15% tip. I want to know the final price of the meal. All right. So what I want everybody to do is let's give us some room. All right. The bill is $30. So I'm going to do it super slow first. All right. I'm going to do it super slow first. All right. So I'm going to take the $30. And I want everybody to multiply that by 0.064. Somebody multiply that by 0.064. Everybody, actually. And then tell me what's up on your calculator.
1.92.
How much?
1.92.
1.92, somebody said. So then right next to $1.92, what does $1.92 represent? The amount of tax you have to pay. That's exactly right. That's the tax you have to pay. All right. Now, what is the bill when they bring you the bill? What's the bill going to say? Come on, somebody tell me what the total bill is going to be. $31.92. I don't think that's that hard. Does anybody agree with me on that? Anybody have any issues with that? Now you know how to find your bill. All right. Whatever your tax is, multiply it by the rate. That'll tell you your tax. All right. However, we're not done because we want to leave a what? A tip of how much? 15%. Now, normally the tip is on the whole bill, including the tax. So that's how I'm going to do it. All right. So now I want to calculate the tip. How do I calculate the tip? What do I do? No, we're going to use our calculator. We're not messing around with estimating. We're just going to go ahead and tell me, how do I find it? What do I do, Eddie? Do you remember? Yes, so it's going to be 0.15 times what? Yes, everybody do 31.92. Tell me what that is. I'm listening. 4.788, like this, right? So this is not rounded properly, so I have to change it to $4 and what? $4 and what? $4.79. All right. And what does 4.79 represent again? That just represents just the tip that you're going to leave the waitress or waiter. All right. Everybody okay with that? So then I want the total bill. Right. The total bill. How did I get that, Jolie? So it's going to be, tell me. But rounded. We got to go to pennies. 36.71. Did anybody get that for the total bill? 36.71 for the total bill. Is everybody okay with that? Hey, boys, you okay? Yeah. You understand? You understand, right? You understand? You're understanding. You got this? I don't know what this means.
Well, I understood the first part.
What do you not understand? This is what you're supposed to tell me. Over here, girls. You good? You're good, right? Okay, so now take out your handy dandy calculator. We're now going to do it quicker. We're now going to do it quicker. Please, this is for the smart people. All right? And we're all smart, so we're all doing it this way. All right? If I said, how much is the tax? You would tell me it's $1.92, right? If I said, what's the tip? You would tell me it's $4.79. If I said, what's the total bill? You'd say $36.71, correct? I'm interested in the total bill, $36.71. All right, so here we go. Type or write down total equals $30. Now, if I want to find the total bill, do you remember what I told you about 100% plus how much tax? 6.4%. So that would mean I'm paying a total of what? How much percentage am I paying? 106.4. That is correct. So now I can just multiply 30 times what? 1.064. Everybody do that. Go 30 times 1.064 and tell me what you notice. It's the same, right? Now that's the total with the what? That's the total with the tax, right? Does everybody agree with that? Now I want the total with the tip. So how much percent am I going to give for a tip? 15%. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take the 3192 and multiply it by what, somebody? 100 and what? But instead of saying 115, say 1.15. 1.15. Multiply that by 3192 times 1.15. What do I get? To what? Right? We with me on 3671? Is everybody with me? Right? So this was a lot, bless you, 3671 was a lot quicker than doing all of the other work. Does everybody agree with that? Anybody have any issues with that? All right. So again, this right here is the total. Now, the last thing I want to show some of you that are super smart is I want everybody to do this. 30 times 1.064 times 1.15. Somebody do that for me. How much? So it rounds to what? So that's how you can do it really fast if you understand that. Right? Because when you multiply this, you get the what? You get the tax. But when you multiply this, you get the tax and the what? The tax and the tip. All right. Now I'm not going to do that for you guys necessarily, but I'm just trying to show you now how you should be able to consider and do those things. All right, KK? All right, that's what I want. All right, so I'm going to fly around the room now. I'm going to start with KK, and we're going to let KK do number 2. All right, we're going to let KK do number 2. All right, so hold up. Let me come over here because I'm going to shrink this down out of the way so it's not a problem. Please, okay? And again, think about it. All right, think about it. So here we go. I'm going to move this. I'm going to shrink this down. All right? Now, I don't care what the tip is or the tax. All right? I want you to tell me how to find the total bill. All right? So what am I going to have to do to find the total with the tax? Total plus the tax. What am I going to have to do, KK? Good job, girl. We can do even better. Because remember, the food represents 100%. And we're adding what? There you go, girl. 1.079. That's what you're multiplying by. 1.079. And tell me what that is. Remember, you're rounding to the nearest penny.
$107.9.
100. Did anybody else get that? I think that's a little too much. Come on, KK. Do a 80 on your calculator. Here, come get this calculator real quick. Hurry up. Come on, KK. Multiply 80 times 1.079. Use it for today. Go sit down. Hurry up. What'd you get when you multiply 80 times 1.079? $86.32. Anybody else get that?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you want the total plus the tip. So what am I going to multiply 86.32 by now?
20.
Or,
Oh, 80.
nope, that's a decrease. You just cut the person by 20%. The tip you add to the bill. So this represents, again, 100%, and you're adding to the bill 20%. Yes, come on, KK, 1.2
Plus 86.
times 1.2, kiddo.
Um,
103 point what?
103.58.
But you're rounding it to the nearest penny.
Oh, so 103.6.
Is that correct, guys?
50 cents.
Is it 60 cents? Did anybody else get that?
I got 103.60.
Yeah, you got to round. You got to learn to round to the nearest penny. So what's on your calculator, KK? 5, 8, what? Like this? 58.4, right? Okay. So now, KK, you have to tell me this is the penny spot right here. So because that's less than 5, you leave it the same. So that would be 58. So your total bill would be $103.58. What? Yes. This is what I want on your paper. Okay? All right. That's okay if you didn't. Next time. All right. Write it down on this one. What? Yeah, I don't want you to do it the other way because you're brilliant. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. I know you can, but I don't want you to. All right. Because they're going to ask specific questions. Okay. Do me a favor. Just do it that way. Okay. We're breaking it down. All right. I shouldn't have told you that after I thought about it, but I want you to know how to do that. And you're smart enough to do that. Okay. But I don't want you to. I want to practice with the calculator. Okay, Molly, go. That's okay. You can look up on the board, kiddo. You don't need your iPad. Just tell me what to do. Okay, quickly. 100% plus 20% is 100. You agree with that? Okay. So tell me about 3. What am I doing? 45. 1 point. You're right. That's 106.8. But what is it as a decimal? That's a percentage. Right. Do 1.068. $48.06. So that's the bill, right? And that is with the what? That's with the tax. All right. So now what do I do? Times what? How much tip are you leaving? So this represents what? 100%, and you're adding 24%. So what percentage is that? Right? Yes, 1.24, girl. Tell me what that is. Anybody else get that? All right, put the dollar sign in there. KK, I mean it now. Did you get that? All right, here we go. Number 4. You're up. Good job, girl. What is that? And as soon as you disagree, just speak up. All right, now what? Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'm just making myself notes. Notice I'm writing things out. There's no problem with you writing it out if I'm writing it out. Now you said 25.75 times what? Yep. Okay, I'm happy with you. Everybody's getting that, right? Okay, go. Number 5. $66.96. Okay, now what? Is it exactly 77 then? Did you say 77.004? So that would be $77, right? $77. I'm totally good with that. KK, how are you doing? Okay, good. All right. So your homework, I want you to do 6, 7, 8. All right. Now I want to leave Jolie, number 9. Wait a minute. You're on number 9, right? I'm skipping. I'm going down to number 9 for me.
I recently ordered a meal and a beverage that costs $14. This is a 20% check around it, and the check's how much it's like, but it's a total cost.
Okay.
So you do 14 times 1.
I like that.
On 14 and 80. And then you multiply that times 1.1.
Times what?
1.1. $17.81.
$17.81 total. Anybody have an issue with that? Okay, Ashley, you're doing 13. No, for 13. That's all right. I'm sorry. It's me jumping around a little bit. Okay. Good. You can do it. Doesn't matter which one you do first, believe it or not. What? What? Well, I'll tell you in a minute. All right. What did you get? Okay. Tell me what that is. 19 point what? So anybody else get $19.83? Well, if you're off by a penny, you know what I'm saying? $19.82. Thank you. Good job, girl. All right, now your friend. Tell me how to do that one. Good. Anybody else get 18.20? All right, so I'm happy with that. That's just two different ways. All right, totally good. All right, Jolie, did you do one? Okay, so now we're going into the discount part. All right, I want to see if I made sense last week. Okay, Cole, you're up. Question number 1, discount. Read it to me, come on. So if you get a 10% discount, what do you have to pay? What percentage? Right, so how do I find the answer? I need to tell me specifically what am I typing in on my calculator. Cole, what are you waiting on? 15? By what type of 9? Remember, it was 100% minus 10% equals, so what decimal is 90%? Yes. Yes, move it 2 places. What is it? 0.9. Tell me the answer now. Everybody's writing that down. Come on, KK. No daydreaming. How much do you have to pay? You have to pay $1,350. What? No, that's not the percentage. You move it on the percentage is what you do. Not on the money. All right, number 2, read, go.
The first one, the teacher is $60. If you buy 4 shirts, you will get 30% discount. How much do you have to pay if you buy 8 shirts?
Ooh, okay. So what are you going to do? You buy 8 shirts. How much is it going to cost you?
It costs $400.
$400. So I want you to do 50 times 8 equals $400. Now, do you get the discount or not? Why not?
If you want 8
Yeah, but that's a good thing that you said no. But really, what they mean is as long as you buy at least 4, you get the discount. You with me? So do you get the discount? So what am I going to multiply 400 by? Yes, times 0.9. How much is that? Right. So you only had to pay $360. What? No, that's not how it works. Because then you might as well just buy 1,000 shirts and get them for free. Does that make sense? If you keep getting a 10% discount for the ones that you buy, you don't keep adding the percentage. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense what I said? Like if you get a 10% discount, you don't get a 10% on every 4 that you buy, right? As long as you buy 4, you get a 10% discount. Okay? Jackson, read number 3. Okay, so I need everybody to put a star by this one. This one is really, really, really hard. All right, really hard. So do we know what the original price was, Jackson? No. So what are we going to put down? No, we don't know something. So what are we going to call it? The original price is what we're looking for. We don't know the original price, so that's X. You with me? Now, what percent discount did we get? So that means we only had to pay what? Right. So the original cost times, what do I multiply by? What decimal? No. What do I multiply by if I get a 20% discount? Remember, you got a 20% discount. So normally you would pay what percentage? So if you get a 20% discount, that means you only had to pay what? Yeah, you only had to pay 80% of the original price. If you pay 80% of the original price, how much did you have to pay? Yeah, 1,200. Please look at that. That's really hard. Really hard. Everybody look up. Does everybody see that? We don't know what the original price is, but we know we only had to pay what? What percentage? 80%. When I paid 80%, the bill came to $1,200. So how do I figure out what the original price is, Jackson? Yay, yay. I'm super proud of you, buddy. That's a good job. Divided by 0.8. So tell me. $1,500 was the original. All right, that was really hard. What, Cole? That was really hard, guys. If you understand that, then you're getting better and better. All right? Everybody okay with that? Please write that down. That was hard. Okay, read me number 4. Go. Yes. Okay. So what did she have to pay? Yeah, how much did she have to pay? Right. So Mike paid how much? Right. So how much did she pay? Mandy, that's correct. So if Mandy got a discount and paid $3,000 less, how much was the discount? So this one back to last week. What was the discount? How much money was the discount? How much? Right. So it's always 3,000 divided by the original cost. What was the That is correct. And tell me what that is. 0.2, but that's not a percentage. So what percentage? Yay, that's 20%. Yep, that's good. No, I know. You can just say 3,000 because that's the discount. 3,000 divided by 15,000. That's exactly correct. All right, that's exactly correct. All right, Eddie, you're up. Number 5. Yay, I'm super proud of you. Thank you. That sounded really good. Tell me what the answer is. $1. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I like these problems. Okay, KK, number 6, read it. $1. Number 6, read it. So what is this? So you tell me, what's the discount? What discount do you need? How much money? No, how much money? Yeah, you need a $50 discount. Right? Now it's always the discount or the change divided by the original amount. What was the original amount? Right. So what's 50 divided by 500? Which is what percentage? What? Come on, girl. 10%. Good. Okay, Molly, you got a great question here. I want you to read this one. What do we got? Yep. Right. So let's say you got a coupon for 10% off. The question is, can you buy the TV today? And how do I figure this out? So if you get a 10% discount, what do you have to pay? What percentage? I'm listening. Say it. Yes, you do know. Come on, tell me. Come on, girl. It doesn't matter. What's the price of the TV? $1,150. You've got a coupon in your hand that says you get 10% off today. Times what? But we want to know how much you have to pay. If you get a 10% discount, what percentage do you have to pay? Right. Come on. Multiply that by what? Multiply that by 0.9. 1,000 what? Anybody else get that? So can you buy the TV? No, you can't buy it. No, you cannot buy it. What? Well, that's because that got you a discount of $115, right? And you already know $115 is not enough. You see what I'm saying? But I definitely need you to understand that if you're get a 10% discount, you're only paying 90%. Right? It's the same. Okay, question 8, go. Jolie, go. All right, let's go. Come on, figure this out. 15. Right. Very good, girl. Tell me how much that is. Right. So you have to pay how much for the math book? Right. You have to borrow 5, but you didn't answer my question. You have to pay $40 for the math book. But you only have what? So you have to borrow from your friend $5. Great job. I'm happy with that. Okay, number 9. Let's just keep right on going. We're almost done. Now listen to me. I don't want you, let's say you go into the store. Listen to me now, seriously. You got to be good at this. If you go in the store and buy 2 watches, how much is it going to cost you? Shh, everybody, listen to what she's saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm upset with myself. You guys can't walk into the store and tell me how much you're going to pay. Why? Yes, you're going to buy 2 watches. It's $120. So put $120 down. That's normal what you have to pay. But what? So what? How much do you have to pay for it? What percentage? How much? Why 85? $75. So what do I do with the 120? Why do you keep saying 0.85? Okay, so now tell me. So can he buy the watches? Yeah, wouldn't that be embarrassing to go in and say, I want those 2 watches, here's $100, and they're like, you don't know if you're buying it or not. Right? That's how you do this, guys. That's how you do it. Or you got $100 in your hand. Can you buy the 2 watches? Yes or no? Yes. Right? Because the 2 watches cost $90. All right? Lots of ways to do this. Avery, number 10. Let's go. All right, so if you get a 15% discount, there's a big sign, 15% off today, all phones. You see the same phone in one store for $200 and this one for $240. What? Times what? Why 0.14? Stop. You get what type of discount? 15% discount. So what percentage do you have to pay? If you get a 15% discount. Yeah, so do 240 times what? Yes, do 240 times 0.85 and tell me what that is. How much? So it really doesn't matter where you buy it? Shopping at store what? A would be better. Because it only costs what? All right, so now your job, listen to me. I'm glad we did those discounts. I need everybody, tomorrow I'm going to check. I want everybody to do all the other ones. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more problems you have to do. All right, on the what? The tip side, the tax and tips. Everybody with me?